Not even death could keep Picard from coming back for Season 2. The Star Trek universe continues to boldly go where no show has gone before. Sort of, as it follows Jean-Luc Picard years after his adventures on the Starship Enterprise. The first season sees a former admiral investigate the truth behind Data's daughter and a new breed of synthetic beings. His mission takes him across the universe, even revisiting his time with the Borg, while also dealing with a sinister Romulan plot. There's also the small problem that Picard is dying of Iromodic syndrome, a degenerative condition that slowly robs him of his memory. It's an action-packed season that ends as Dr. Agnes Jurati transfers Picard's consciousness into a synthetic body. Don't worry, this doesn't mean he's immortal. The body has been programmed to expire around the same time Picard would have died naturally. So that's good. Anyway, from there, the universe is Picard's oyster, since he has the crew of La Sirena to go on more adventures with. But Picard Season 2 will up the stakes for the show's sophomore season, with the extra-dimensional being known as Q returning to break the universe as one final task for the series' namesake hero. The season throws Picard and his crew back into the 21st century to see how they save the future. If anyone can fix the fabric of reality, it's a former captain of the Enterprise, that's for sure. But what do fans need to know about Picard Season 2? First things first, the good news is that Picard Season 2 is heading to our screens very soon. It will arrive on Paramount Plus on March 3rd. There's a total of 10 episodes this season, so it's keeping the story quite tight compared to the 20-plus episode-long seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation. The second season will end on May 5th, but it's not going to be the end of Picard. Paramount worked back-to-back on Season 2 and the final third season. So what does this mean for the adventure to come? Well, according to StarTrek.com, Q's final trial will force the La Sirena crew to confront the perils of 21st century Earth. It seems likely that this threat will bleed into the third season in some way, considering Paramount worked on both seasons at the same time. Showrunner Terry Matalas told SFX there are some legendary moments ahead. It's worth noting that although Picard Season 2 starts airing on March 3rd, the third season doesn't have an official release date just yet. But Deadline previously reported that Paramount is aiming for 2023. Unsurprisingly, Patrick Stewart is coming back to play Jean-Luc Picard, or should we say the synthetic version of Picard. He'll also be joined by Santiago Cabrera, who plays Cristobal Rios, the captain of the La Sirena. Alison Pill will reprise her role as Dr. Agnes Jurati, although thankfully her scheming days are over after her heroic turn midway through the first season. Michelle Hurd is also coming back as Picard's confidant, Raffi Massacre, while Issa Briones will return as fellow synthetic being Soji. Rounding out the La Sirena crew is Evan Evagora as warrior monk Elnor. Original Next Generation star Brent Spiner is also set to return as scientist Dr. Alton Inigo Soong. Voyager star Jerry Ryan will step into 7 of 9's shoes again, and Orla Brady will continue to appear as Laris, Picard's Romulan housekeeper. But the guest stars of Picard Season 2 are interesting too. Whoopi Goldberg will play the diplomatic Guinan again, offering counsel to Picard when he needs it most. On the villain side of things, John Delancey will cause havoc for the gang as Q, and Annie Wershing will replace Alice Krieg as the Borg Queen. Remember, Picard has dabbled with the Borg in the past. He was assimilated into the Hive as Locutus of Borg, so it'll be interesting to see how the Borg Queen reacts to seeing him again after several decades. Paramount Plus released a full 2-minute-long look at Picard Season 2 on Star Trek Day 2021. The footage shows Jean-Luc wandering around his vineyard, reminiscing about his childhood days. More narration from Q explains that the trial he subjected humanity to all the way back in The Next Generation Season 1 never ended. From there, the action really gets going, with Rios and the La Sirena crew realizing that Q has changed the past so that the world has been transformed into a totalitarian nightmare. It's a far cry away from the idealized future of Starfleet and the Federation, that's for sure. The crew already knows that time's been altered because 7 of 9 instantly realizes that she has no Borg parts on her face anymore. Clearly, the fascist regime cut the Borg off at the knees. The gang meets up with the Borg Queen, using her technology to teleport to the past in an attempt to fix whatever Q did to the timeline. It's not exactly a new idea. Kirk and the original Enterprise crew travel to the 20th century in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. But hopefully, the writers of Picard find inventive ways of pushing these characters further than the typical fish-out-of-water comedy. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies and TV shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.